Well, again, now that 4th of July is over, what next? What's happening? What's happening is I go to print, and you also see these little blocks too for the browser again. So whatever um, extension I'm using to monitor channels, or my channel, that's all I should say, is not working right. It crashes the browser. But that's not the heart of it all. I had to print a document. You know what Windows told me? It couldn't find no printers. Where are the printers? You try to install a new printer driver, it can't install. It says the driver's there already. So why isn't Windows displaying the driver? Well, you have to go into flag R, type out services .msc. Again, we're tapping into the underground, the underneath the code of Windows. Is every version of Windows, even server has it too. Remember, client and server. Okay, you're on your client at home is business. You can at home. You have server. That's the server OS, Windows to run server. Microsoft. It's funny how they don't use their own servers to run server. They use Linux. It's crazy, but hey, they can use whatever they want. So if you got a problem on your computer, you have to go on a neat. Sure, there's stuff on top, and Windows can try to figure it out for you, but it's gonna come back and say, "Gee, I don't know what's wrong." If it doesn't know what's wrong, boy, you're in trouble because what do? You can ask AI. It might not know either. Remember, it's a work in progress. It's learning. It's learning. Learn a lot. The more data centers they create, the more it should know, right? It still don't know, but sometimes it does know. If it really wants to help, because think of the AI as a friend. You know, Gemini could be your friend. Meta AI can be your friend. ChatGPT and Claude, they're a little different. They're just like the X one, the Gork, where it's called. And Copilot, it's a frenzy there. There's so many, but you just pick which one you want to use, and you can talk to it. But anyway, this I figured out myself because common sense. So you're gonna scroll all the way down. The printer spool still there after all these years. So the printer spool is what controls the printers. What happened in this case? It wasn't really running. It said it was there, but it wasn't doing anything. I don't know how that happened. Don't ask me. I never really touch it. But it's good to run it now and then. So you hit what you do. You right click on it. Now it should say start. In my case, it said start. So that means it didn't say stop. It said start. You can restart it. You're gonna hit start and start it. Start it up. Once you start it up, wow, magic! Windows found the printers. Now, the one thing about all this is when you go to a Chromebook and you said add a printer, it's already there. You don't have to do anything. It already scanned the network for the printers. It put the driver, everything's ready to go. I know that's one thing that Linux has going for it. But a lot of us, you don't want to use code unless you go into DOS and type in DOS commands to do things. But you don't have to do that number because you can do everything using third-party software, or you can use PowerShell to dive deeper into Microsoft and do things like running a setup program again, but just running fixes and telling it to fix stuff that needs to be fixed, and calls out different strings and fixes the machine correctly, and download new patches, or try to troubleshoot and fix. That's what you can do with the PowerShell. So that's what PowerShell does for you if you never use PowerShell. PowerShell is easy to pull up. You have to go in search bar. You see, I don't run the search bar here or anything like that. And then you type in PowerShell. When you bring up PowerShell, make sure you right click it and set it, run it as admin. Otherwise, you really can't do nothing. Okay. I know Microsoft beefed up security to keep out the pests and the trolls and the bots, scrapers, and everything else that's running out there from harming your machine. If you see something weird on your computer, if you have Wi-Fi, go to that Wi-Fi and disconnect it and pull the plug on it. Shut it down the network. Wait about an hour or two. Reset it, flush it, clear out the logs. And the same thing with this thing here. Do the same thing. Or if you don't have SAC IP and have Dematic, and the computer will, the router will create another IP address, but that's external. In the internal, you know, external is what you get from the ISP. You know, before the ISP would change your IP address. It's not the same, so you were able to get around certain blockages. But you know, you have to be careful. If something got into the computer, you have to scan it, make sure it's not there. Sometimes the Microsoft software can't find the stuff, and then you might have to blow it all out, restore it again, and then tighten the security. Be careful where you go to, because you don't know what's going to hop in. They can hop in from cookies. Another tighten up cookies. The browser is supposed to do a lot of things. Sometimes I'll click the copy and paste. It's like no response. You swear something's wrong. But the printer got to print. And I just changed the toner. I know right now it looks like it's printed, right? But sometimes you can see it's faded. So I make my badges. This is from my other channel. This is an old badge. But you can see the colors. Now, this is laminated. So, you can see the colors come to life. You can tell when the toner is something wrong with the toner. And, you know, a lot of it has to do with, because there's a heat wave. It's affecting everything. It's going to affect the toner if you can't keep the place cool. Right now, the place is cool. But the humidity can be really bad. It can just lay waste in, I should say. If you want to know how to make your own drain hub, I showed it on the channel. It's on the shorts. There's also a full video to AC. Yeah, look on that. And I will show you how to make your own little hub. No charge. You can do it yourself. It's easy. Take a screwdriver and pop those holes in, and you got your own self a drain hub. So everything goes into there, and you have to get a little a pump to pump it out. Pump through a tube. It's pretty cool. I'll be outside, and all of a sudden I hear the squirt coming out. That's the drain squirting outside. Yeah, there's a big puddle outside. It's pretty cool. What else I want to say? That's about it. Again, people, I can't worry too much about Apple stuff. Any new changes? I don't see anything new changes. Got the new phone. You all ran out buy a new phone, but it's the same thing. Not really have changed. Get as much storage space as you can. That's what I say. Because if you don't, you're gonna have to use their cloud service. You have to pay for them. Google has their own too. That's how they make money. I don't want to back up nothing to them. I'll just back it up to my computer. That's the best way to do it. What else do I have to say? That's about it. Okay. Take care. Oh, well, hey, we'll talk about that another time. Take care.